you would not represent a plaintiff and a defendant in a matter. I mean, that's a clear conflict.
It will be helpful if the panelists can address conflict of interest matters where attorneys represent clients in the same matter.
Yes. Dr. Bob, under the Code of Ethics, Rule 26, it provides that where, for example, in land transactions and mortgages, the vendor and the purchaser wish to be represented by the same lawyer, then that lawyer must ensure that he notifies both and that he writes to both and get the consent of both.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it's Rule 26.
Okay, so there is nothing in law that precludes Francis, a lawyer from representing two clients as long as they get permission from both, that there is informed consent there?
Well, I think it depends on the nature of the matter, because the code is
on the nature of the matter.
The code is very specific as to land transactions in a nutshell.
I was just going to say that it is very specific. And for instance, you would not represent a plaintiff and a defendant in a matter. I mean, that's a clear conflict, as well as I'm just telling you what my practice. If someone comes to me, if someone speaks to me about a matter, right, to represent them as a claimant, and then the defendant comes to me, unknowingly, I would tell that defendant, look, I cannot represent you because I've had discussion, although informally, with the claimant, and I see it as a conflict of interest, so I cannot represent you. And that is the way I operate.
Okay.
That's a good practice. That's a good practice, Kellon, because again, ethics really is what underpins the practice of the legal profession. So you have to use what is before you under the Legal Professional Act. Basic ethics, basic common sense, and legal experience will dictate to you the scenarios in which you can act for both parties with their consent and reference to independent legal advice. So it's not like there is a complete bar, but even sometimes in circumstances where you can act and that you may not foresee a potential for conflict, there may be some underlying issues that will dictate to you through your legal instinct and experience that this is perhaps not a matter in which I should act for both parties. Or the matter might have started and something turns up in the course of your carriage of that matter that says you ought not to continue representing both parties in a transaction. It's a hot button topic, but the law is there. And once you maintain the standards of conduct required in having carriage of the matter, ethically and with honor, you shouldn't run afoul of misconduct.
Hi everyone, thanks for checking out the Bub Report's social media pages. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch our weekly live show, follow our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can catch repeat episodes on Wednesdays at 4 and 5 p.m. respectively on CRFM Radio and GBN TV in Grenada. We are also viewed on Sundays at 8 p.m. on WPG 10 throughout the Caribbean. Thanks for watching.